Alright, so we're down here in the Tiny River looking at willow management. So we've been down here doing some work with excavators and hand tools. As you can see across the river, we've got large willow stumps that have been chopped off close to the bank as we can. It's really important to keep the structure of the willows in the bank. That helps stabilise the bank to give it a bit of a scaffold. That can stay there for another 10 years or so while it slowly breaks down. In other areas where we've been doing work on the side of the riverbank where we've had to remove the willow entirely, we have a bit of sediment control management issues. So what we're doing is being a planting around the site to maintain the banks together. Where we have been in with a machine, we've got issues down here where we have baby willows popping up. So anytime you move a green willow out of a site, there's a possibility that you might push willow into the ground. When we do that, we get new willows popping up. So it's really important, if we've come to do work on your land, that you come down the riverbank and have a quick look to see if you can find any baby willows like this. As you can see, this has only been in the ground for a couple of weeks. It's already putting out new roots. It's looking really healthy with new shoots coming up. It won't take long for that to become a big willow, and we'll be back here with a machine to manage it. So if we can get in early and remove these baby willow branches quick, we have less maintenance to do later on, and we can restore the river system quicker. So after machine work, there's a high chance that you might have willows that are growing up through the rocks around your riverbank. If you can't physically pull this one out, this is stuck under a rock down here, what we need to do is still get herbicide onto the willow. There's a couple of ways we could do this. You could do a foliar spray across the leaf if you're making sure you're working away from the watercourse. In our case, we're right next to the watercourse, so we're going to apply with a dabber. So what you're trying to do is find your main stem, follow it down as far as you go towards the riverbank. We're then going to quickly chop that stem, and within 30 seconds we're going to apply some herbicide onto the open cut wound. That's going to suck the herbicide straight into the root system and kill the willow off. So one of the other actions we've done after removing the willows in this section is to do revegetation. Like any planting, we do our best to ensure that the plants are going to have the best chance at living, but keeping up a bit of maintenance on them is really important. In this instance, we're probably going to need to add a bit more water to them to keep them going as we've got a bit warmer weather at the moment, and we're also going to need to do localised weed management. These are freshly in the ground, so there's no grass growing on them at the moment, but as time goes on, grass will work its way up through the system around inside the trees. Make sure you remove the grass to give the trees a good chance to grow and allow them to become strong and healthy. Over time, the stakes become a little bit wobbly. That's okay, all we need to do is do a bit of maintenance and hammer them in a bit further. And make sure they're nice and strong, and there's less likelihood that a wallaby can pull these down, keeping sure the plant's nice and safe for as long as possible.